WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready.
All right. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is now 7:16. And welcome to Activated Morning this morning with myself and Christal. Good morning to everyone on their way to work this morning, school, or just starting your day. Special good morning to you.
Okay. All right. WhatsApp number. Good morning again. Welcome everybody at home and abroad across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and Grenadines region, the rest of the world. Morning. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias. Welcome. 4579997 is the number to call. WhatsApp, voice notes, all them good stuff there. That's how you communicate with us. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at WEFM 99 SVG. Now, I did a little stretch out just now, right? And I glimpsed over the live, and I realized how big this shirt is. And what crossed my mind was, I wore a man's shirt today. That's why I laughed, because I anticipated that kind of response if I had
Someone
said it.
had a good weekend.
I wore a man's shirt today. It's mine, actually. It's mine. I stole it from my brother.
Are you a man?
And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty perfect, because we are continuing a conversation on men from 8:05 this morning. So yeah, this is quite fitting. It's really big. Wow, this is huge. Anyways, man, everybody, how was your weekend, Ari?
It was great. I went to Govy.
You went?
Yes. You know what's funny? What was the funny thing about that? A lot of people are like, oh, you went to the NDP rally. I went to Governor. I didn't know NDP had a rally. I went for Governor's performance, and I came straight back home.
What time did he perform?
Maybe around 12.
12 o'clock? So
Yeah.
I could have still make it then.
Yeah. I wake up like minutes to 12. My partner showed me and
Well-
say, hey, we're going down. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you see, that's the same thing, People who go to some of these rallies don't go for the politics. They don't go because they support the party. They don't go because they care about what they have to say. They just want to see certain artists perform. I have done it twice in my lifetime. When the NDP brought Itana and Taros Riley, I'm a huge Taros Riley fan, so that was not missing me. But that crowd was really massive, though, that one in Victoria Park. And the ULP brought Busy Signal. I'm also a huge Busy Signal fan. So I went to that, big and bold. Any others? Never gone. Passed through to get to somewhere else, because you're on the road, but didn't stop and attend any. I wanted to go to see Govy. Come on, man.
I had the time of my life during those
Thanks to the
performances.
NDP.
Naturally, right? He wasn't able to perform any Badman songs, but he allowed us a skank to play. And Chelsea got a video of me having the time of my life singing
She should
along to
put it
that.
up.
She put it up.
I put slap on an NDP banner on it too. For the youth.
There was a really large turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. The roads were blocked on both sides, from down at the brewery, go straight back up to the main road. On both sides,
Yeah, on both sides. Yeah. I expected that. I also expect for some folks from the ULP side to be drawing comparisons to crowds and whatnot. I think it to be rather foolish,
Me,
because
personally, I don't care about that.
of
My
course,
artist was here.
because yeah.
And
Yeah.
I went and I had the time of my life.
Laziness kept me home.
That's why.
That is why in the future, if I ever decide to go anywhere again, I know this happens to a lot of people. That's why you see tickets being sold on buy and sell coming close to events. Buy a ticket early. That way I have no choice but to go. Because in the early, I'm like, yeah, I need to go see Govy and Itana. Come on. And coming down to the crunch time, day before, I was just like, I have to get ready to go. I don't want to do this anymore. I'll watch the recap on YouTube or
That's
Facebook
crazy.
or something. It's all right. He'll come back to St. Vincent, or I might just go to Jamaica and watch him. Let me say good morning to Joshua. Good morning. Welcome. Gotta go, get a couple footballs and you're good to go, Chris. Oh, with this shirt. Don't kill me. This morning here. Oh, I know I said that very loosely, but over the weekend there was homicide number 48 that happened in Leyu. So good morning to Leyu. Good morning to Leyu. What's happening in Leyu? I was doing a mental count of the number of homicides in Leyu this year. And most recent memory, it comes up to 3. This is number 3. And they're pretty close together. So I think it is justifiable now that people are wondering what's the motive? Is it something that is planned? Is it something that is random? Because we've heard of there being areas in St. Vincent and the Grenadines where certain crimes are of a high frequency. I don't want to label out and call them out, but you would have the robberies that are centralized in certain areas. So these areas will have a lot of robberies. These areas have a lot of incest, sexual assault. You would get more here and more there and what's not, and then comes down to the homicides. I think it is very concerning and troubling to me.
I remember I said on air that Layu isn't a place that you know for homicides like that, and I'm curious to know what the police are going to do about it, because I think at the press briefing, Bailey, Assistant Commissioner Trevor Bailey, he said that they're going to increase their police presence in Layu, and I'm curious to see when would that begin? Have it already begun? Because they still have any murders, and persons in Layu are saying that the same people in Layu or the same family in Layu committing all these murders. So I'm curious to know, like, what is hindering the police from making arrests?
I'm not certain about that. I've not heard any sort of on the ground talk or rumor. I mean, there will always be on the ground talks and rumors.
Yeah.
And rumors are rumors. They may stem from some truth, or they may stem from some falsehood. So don't take anything with certainty and surety, right? And run with it. All right. Rumors are rumors.
Yeah, but what we know for a fact is there's an increase in gun violence in Layu. So much so that the police said that they're going to increase their presence in Layu. Since they said that, there's still gun violence. So I'm just curious.
I feel as though increasing or some changes for certain crimes will take a while for them to take effect.
I will say this though, it's different from them increasing police presence in Paul's Avenue and Rose Place. Is Rose Place? What's Bottom Town? Rose Place?
Mm-hmm.
Because those are small communities. Layu is a very big village, very big. So it's gonna be harder for them to monitor. But if it's in certain areas that these crimes are happening, and I think it makes it a bit easier for them. But that's my 2 cents on the topic.
Aye. Lee has a police station also?
Yes, it does, right on the waterfront.
Father God, help us in this place. I don't know how the future is gonna look, but to me it is quite concerning. And we're at 48. Where we're gonna go after this, only God knows. Good morning to Sylvina. I'm sorry I didn't click fast enough to get that call. So Miss Universe also happened over the weekend. Who won? Oh,
Miss Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Congratulations. Like she's gonna hear it anyways.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's
You
on the
never
internet.
know. You never know. Josh was asking if Layu is a port of entry. There's a
It's
wharf.
a town.
Yeah.
Sure.
When I say port of
I don't think there's a
entry,
customs on there.
no. So the fishermen would use that. Why is this such a difficult question to answer? If
Right?
it's a port of entry. It's not. I don't consider it an official. It's not an official port, but there's a jetty. So
Yeah.
little boats, fishermen, they go out and they come back, but it's not a port. Is it? No, it's not. I don't
It
think it
shouldn't
is.
be.
I don't think it
I
is
don't know. I don't
official
know. I don't
port.
know. I don't know.
Unless you consider exporting aggregate from Richmond to Leo, it could be a port. When they're supposed to do some project down there that the villagers said, not today.
I'm not
I believe
sure.
so. I believe so. When they went out and they protested and said not in this area here because of the harmful effects on the environment and so on. I believe it was Leo.
When did that happen?
Within the last year or just over a year ago. I'd have to
Hmm.
like double check that, but that's what's coming to memory. 52 weeks in a year, we are getting there. To the end of the year, yes, we're getting there. Christmas will come. Christmas is just around the corner. This Friday is the money Black Friday, not the traditional Black Friday. Anyways, moving on from that. I saw a story on St. Vincent Times. I don't know if they forget to copy and paste the or finish typing the rest of the story, but it ends by saying that there are 11 Caribbean countries, that were in Miss Universe. And here are the 11, and the 11 just not there listed. So, not able to give you the 11, but I could tell you one country that's not in, or that was not in, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm wondering how come, to my memory, we've had two ladies entering. Beyond Lafo and Fraser, I'm not certain if any other Vincentian has entered Miss Universe pageant, but it was Lafo and Fraser and then Siobhan Peters.
So I not knocking was it SVG Times?
St. Vincent Times.
St. Vincent Times. When I usually read stories from them, it's usually from Loop News. So when I see a story missing, sorry. When I see a
Just go
story
over.
missing, I just go over to Loop News. So Loop News has
Shame.
has the Caribbean countries, Miss Aruba,
Mhm.
the Bahamas, British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Cariso. It's Caraco?
Curacao?
Curacao. Thank you very much. Dominican
welcome.
Republic, Guyana, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago. That's it.
Trinidad and Tobago. Why do they all do that? Belize. Oh gosh,
Isn't that
that's
how
the.
you're trained?
I don't know. I don't know. They all say it.
You are a queen. You
Yeah,
are
but
consistent. You're a queen.
yes,
Contestant.
I was a Miss SVG contestant. I placed
Contestant. Isn't
second
that how you're
runner up.
trained?
No, we were taught to be very natural. Okay, so and it's funny you should say that, but there's always been this Miss SVG voice, and gosh, I hated that. And we were told just be natural, try not to sound like a recording, this, that, and terror. Just be yourself and speak fluently as you normally would, just standard English, and that is fine. Accents, nobody cares about that. Once it's your natural accent, just be natural. And that I think worked for us. I hate to hear this sort of sing-songy kind of thing. It just sounds so fake and skip over that. But it'll be nice to have another Miss SVG taking part in Miss Universe in the future. Hint, hint, beauty shows committee. It's probably too expensive. Probably not worth it. I don't think that is a case where did Cassie Oliver go in? I don't think so. I would have liked to see her in that show. Anyways, yeah. Apparently, I gotta tell you off air, and for everybody else to hear. But shout out to Keith Currency as well. I think we mentioned it last week. His new song is out, and I think he's doing really well marketing himself. And I say that to say that that's the direction that you really should be going as an artist or anybody, business, whatever. Push yourself and market yourself, right? If you don't do it, then who you expect to do it? Too much laziness. You gotta big up yourself first before anybody else bigs you up.
So
Right?
last week Monday, I made comments on the story that was in the news, and I saw that Damian Matte had an issue with some of the things that I said, and he's claiming that it's not true. So he posted that on social media. Damian, if you have issue with what I said, you can come into the studio and interview. I'll never go back and forth with you on social media again. I don't know you, but if you feel comfortable enough posting it on your socials, you can come to the studio. When is your resignation? End of December. This time you could come to the studio and you could set the record straight if records need to be set straight. But one thing I will never do is go back and forth with anybody on social media. We have a studio here. You question my professionalism. The professional route is to have an interview, no? Just putting that out there.
What is this one here, boy?
No. I saw the post. People send me the post. The posts that he made. And okay. Now I know what is fact and what is not fact. And I spoke about it. And I actually left out a lot of stuff.
Did he specify what was not factual?
He said that he was never put on probation before or after any performance review. My statements are erroneous and grossly misleading. A true professional will get his facts straight before making such authoritative statements on radio.
No, I don't remember what you said word for word, but for me, I will go back to and compare the two, just to be on the safe side. Maybe because that's between yourself and Damien. To be able to comment on it fairly and unbiasedly is a word. I'd have to go back and listen over the entire recording and then read what he said and compare the two. So
that's the only way to know.
Yeah, boy.
The time is now 7:31.
I did not expect that.
A few seconds. Well, it's on social media, and to the point where people sending it to me. So
they were sending it to you because it wasn't an address. Your name wasn't it?
No, I think it was on the WEFM's post, and then he made a post to his social media.
Right. So,
but yeah,
put two and two together, it's hard to figure out.
The time is 7:32 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're gonna break now and come back to you with traffic talk today.